Super Doppler 10 Weather Center. This is a severe weather alert.
All right, let's talk about what's going on right now. I've got the latest update in from the National Hurricane Center, and the storm is moving out to sea, and it is no longer a tropical system. Now it is more of a nor'easter, or what we call extratropical system. So it is moving out to sea, but still on the backside. We still have some rain. We still have quite a bit of it, actually, and we still have some strong winds as well. So this storm is kind of spreading out a little bit. Again, that L represents that it's no longer tropical, but the wind's 65 miles an hour. Most of those winds are offshore, the strongest sustained winds, but moving east-northeast at about 15 miles an hour. So this moves offshore and farther away as we get into this evening. Winds may intensify, actually, so the storm may strengthen a little bit as it goes offshore, 70-mile-an-hour winds, and then it is expected to keep going and move off to the northeast, and then it may drift back to the west as we get into Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, depending on which computer model you believe. And some of them do bring it back to the west. You can see the cone of uncertainty here does bring it westward, or possibly westward, towards the end, Monday into Tuesday. If that happens, the winds will continue on Monday into Tuesday. Now let's take a look at the Cape Hatteras Lighthouse. The waves are up. There's actually, if you believe it or not, there's a couple surfers in the water. We do not recommend that at all. Very dangerous out there, even for the experienced swimmers. Just be very careful. Even, don't even go in the water. I mean, it's that dangerous today. Tower Cam 10 showing our other problem besides the waves near the shore. We've got water coming up in the Hampton Roads region from the tide, and it's made it up into our parking lot. It happens quite a bit when we get tidal events, and so this one, it's made it up that far. You can see the water line with some of the leaves, and it should be peaking here pretty soon though, and then it'll start going back down within the next hour and a half to 2 hours. Our winds are strong out of the northeast. They're running about 47 miles an hour rather in Virginia Beach for a gust, 48 miles an hour in Norfolk, 43 miles an hour out of the northwest at Hatteras, and northerly winds in Killable Hills. So again, with these north winds, that means the system is offshore, and behind it now the winds have picked up. For a while the winds were pretty weak over the Outer Banks as the center was there. Now the center is offshore. We have winds gusting to 40 miles an hour in Hampton. Even inland locations, Williamsburg, Franklin, winds gusting above 25 miles an hour, and Suffolk a gust to 35 just recent. Now here's Super Doppler 10. The rain, I'm tracking it. We've got light rain mostly, but remember it's wind driven so it feels heavy, and it's getting back into mainland Dare County now. You've had a long break from the rain, Outer Banks and mainland Dare, but the rain's going to move back in, and we've got widespread rain still falling Currituck County back to Gates County, and so far we picked up anywhere from about 4 to 6 inches of rain. That's a ballpark number. Some locations maybe more than that, so send us your reports on our WAVY Facebook page. We'll take them. Here's the south side. Rain continues Virginia Beach into Chesapeake, Norfolk, Portsmouth, into Suffolk, and even into eastern Isle of Wight. There's Hampton, there's Newport News, York County, Poquoson, all the way up into Matthews County. There's pretty wide area of rain there. In the eastern shore, you've got heavy rain trying to come in at times. This is the lighter rain in green, so west of Melfa, there's a little lighter rain west of Exmoor at the moment. Now our tide forecast, I brought it down a little bit for the tide for Sewell's Point. I think we're going to peak about 6.2 feet. Before I was going 6.6, so that's significant. It's going to be a couple inches less, and then going into the evening, 6 feet. That may come down a little bit as well. Here's Duck, 5.7 feet. We've already passed that. Next one, 6.4 feet. Wachapreague, 7 feet this morning, 6.9 feet this evening. And there's Kip-to-Peak, 5.4 feet this morning, maybe a little bit less than that. And then 5.3 towards the evening time. And there's Yorktown, 5.7 feet again, maybe a little lower than that. Expecting levels very similar to last October when we had Joaquin, which was offshore. But that's the kind of tide that I'm expecting for today. So the timeline, the tidal flooding is between now and about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then it goes down. Rain will taper off, at least inland and in the metro, but near the coast, right near the coast, rain's going to stay up. We'll get a few showers 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. The water drops, the wind will drop a little bit, and then finally we'll just see up some breezes near the shore 6 to 10 p.m., maybe a few showers, but no widespread rain tonight. So today those winds will be up north-northeast 15 to 30 miles an hour. We got some gusts to 45 miles an hour, and the rain and wind continue, and temps will be in the upper 70s. Then tonight, temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s. We got some scattered showers with breezy conditions near the shore. Your winds north-northwest, 15 to 20 miles an hour, with some gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Okay, that's what I've got for weather. Again, we just had the 11 a.m. update. Hermine is no longer tropical, but we still have lots of rain and wind, at least here in Hampton Roads. Now, we had some damage earlier down towards the Hatteras area. We had a possible tornado, and so we're going to talk about that in just a little bit with Jason Marks. But first, I'm going to turn it over to Rico Bush. He's going to give us an update on that tidal flooding in Norfolk. Rico.
Hey, Jeremy, yeah, the water has receded a little bit, so that is some good news, but the roads here are still treacherous. There is a lot of flooding. If you take a look down here, you can just see how high the water is. That car straight down with the flashers on, that car is still stalled in the water. You can see police tape here still blocking people from going into this water. Now, earlier this morning, we actually saw a car try to drive through this water. That car got stalled out. That car stopped, and it was stuck in the water for quite some time. We saw some people come back and actually push it out of the water, and then at some point that car was able to go again. We also seen some people walk through this water trying to get to their homes. Right here you can see some City of Norfolk crews. They are also checking out this situation. They are putting up signs to block people from coming on this roadway. Now also this home where that door just shut, we talked to that resident earlier this morning. He told me that water got into his home. So as you may imagine, we anticipate that there will be several homes with a lot of water damage. Take a look across the street here at this black car. That is just an indicator of how deep this water is. That water is very, very high. That water is actually coming up to the windows of that car. And right behind these homes here, there's another car, a Jeep, where that car is, it is also, the water is also coming up to the windows. Now take a look right here. You can see this trash can, because of the wind, this trash can is knocked over. There are several trash cans across the roadway, a lot of debris, a lot of trash scattered across this roadway here. We also talked to another neighbor earlier this morning. She told me that they do not have electricity. So again, a lot of people are trying to make their way through this water here. If you don't have to go through, please do not go through. A lot of times people believe that that water is actually low when in reality it is actually very high. And so to prevent situations like your car getting stalled out, just don't go through it at all. Again, you can see the Norfolk City crews here walking by, checking out this situation. They are putting up signs to make sure people take those warnings of not going into the water. We're going to continue to follow these weather conditions, and we'll have another update for you in 30 minutes. That's the very latest here from Norfolk. I'm Rico Bush, 10 on your side.
All right, thanks, Rico. And again, don't walk through that water. You know, there's going to be trash mixing in it. There's chemicals at times and other things that you just don't want to know about probably that's going to be in that water. So please don't walk through it. Now, Rico's got some breezy northeast winds gusting up to about 48 miles an hour. I'm also tracking winds down across the southern Outer Banks. The winds there down towards Hatteras have picked up out of the northwest, 43 miles an hour. But it's interesting because I've been watching our live shot here with Jason Marks, and it doesn't look like it's that windy at the moment. Looks like it does have a little bit of flooding down there, though, so we're going to get the report on that. And Jason, also, did you find any more information about that damage that was down there towards Hatteras?
Yeah, absolutely. We have been all over Hatteras Island. We went down there just a little while ago. Let me start off with what is here behind me. I'm in the waves section of Hatteras Island, and you can see this is what drivers are dealing with here on Highway 12. A lot of standing water. Now, this water fortunately came from rainwater. This was not from any of the overwash or from the Soundside flooding. This was just strictly rainwater. In some areas, deputies reported at least 8 inches of water, and this is what it looks like for the most part between here and P Island all the way up to the Bonner Bridge. So it's if you're driving coming onto Hatteras Island, you're going to want to make sure you have a kind of a higher car, because if you have a lower car, then you're going to be in trouble. So this is what we're dealing with here. Now, let's get back to that possible tornado. Now, this happened earlier today. It happened at about 2 o'clock this morning, which is in the Hatteras area. That's right next to Hatteras Village near Frisco. It happened in the Hatteras Sands campground earlier today. And here's what we saw when we got over there, because we just got over there. we saw 2 mobile homes that were flipped over. We're talking about campers. They were flipped on the side. I talked with the people who were in those homes. They were inside their homes with family members, with children. That happened probably around 1 o'clock. All of a sudden, their cell phones went off with an alert saying, hey, you need to get out, possible tornado in the area. They say they had just both gotten out of their respective mobile homes, and all of a sudden, they tipped over, toppled over. Everyone was safe there. Great news. We also had 2 cabanas, 2 very small cabanas that were in another area of the campground that were picked up, and they were literally thrown into this little lake next door. One of the campgrounds, a pink cabana, was upside down in the water. There were 4 people inside that cabana at the time. We're told the 4 people were able to swim for safety, suffered minor injuries. They were taken to the hospital. So that's the deal with the campground and the possible tornado. Now, we say possible tornado because we don't know if it was a tornado or if it was straight line winds. One of the victims in this who I talked with said she got out of her camper and all she could just see was a sheet of rain and couldn't see 2 feet in front of her. The National Weather Service, I'm told, is going to come. They're going to survey the damage and decide whether that was a tornado or not, or whether it was something different, such as straight line winds. I can tell you around 9:30, 10 o'clock is when we had high tide here on Hatteras Island. That's when the sound side flooding started. We had minor south side flooding, but it was mostly for Hatteras Village, Frisco, and Hatteras. Maybe a little bit in Buxton, but I haven't seen any other sound side flooding other than that. But obviously, drivers are going to be dealing with this throughout the day. I can tell you the winds have calmed down. The sun is out. The clouds are no longer around. And it is a beautiful day here on the Outer Banks, other than the fact that drivers are dealing with this. And obviously what happened earlier, the tragedy that happened earlier down in Hatteras Village. For now, that's the latest here on Hatteras Island. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.